Saturday Night Live, SNL, created by Lorne Michaels, premiered on October 11th, 1975,
to allow them free and rapid movement during a sketch.
On NBC, and has since become an iconic American sketch comedy and variety show. Over the decades, SNL has been a cultural touchstone, featuring a mix of live sketches.
And at the end of 5 years, I still hadn't fired anyone, and it was time for an upheaval.
But then, much to the surprise of many, he came back to rescue his floundering brainchild.
Musical performances and celebrity guest hosts. The show's ability to satirize current events and political figures has contributed to its enduring popularity. SNL has launched the careers of numerous comedic legends and remains a vital platform for showcasing new talent. Its impact on shaping comedy and influencing popular culture is unparalleled. Recently, famous actress Julia Stiles performed Save the Last Dance routine with Chloe Fineman in a surprise SNL appearance.
Yes!
And people were shocked. Let's get into the details, shall we? Before the surprise act, C-SPAN brings us to the recent congressional hearing with elite college presidents Claudine Gay, Ego Nwodim, Sally Kornbluth, Heidi Gardner, and Liz McGill, Chloe Fineman, being challenged on their academic, out-of-touch views regarding anti-Semitism on campus. Chloe Trost is absolutely blistering as the histrionic and unfair Elise Stefanik. The only one willing to say yes to anything is Kenan Thompson, president of the University of Phoenix. His campus is the internet, but their model likes to say yes to anything. The crowd appears unsure of how to react to this cold open, but loves Kenan's appearance. Following this, a monologue by the actor and SNL four-time host Adam Driver unfolds. Driver loves being back at SNL, especially at this time of year. He takes the opportunity to speak directly to Santa, who he knows watches the show. He hasn't liked it since Chris Kattan left. The actor serenades old Saint Nick over the piano, name-checking his movie and requesting people stop accusing him on the street of killing Han Solo. Wokeness did that, not him. Then, it moves to an adults-only ski trip at a cozy cabin. Heidi Gardner and Michael Longfellow announce they are trying for their next baby, so don't come a-knockin'. Then we settle into the premise. Bowen Young and Driver share that they are also trying. The other couples question them, since the two men cannot give birth. For us. For now. For us. For now, they babble.
For now, for us, it's about what feels good for us. And for now, for us, what feels good for us is for us to try.
Surely they must mean surrogacy or adoption, but no. The resentment over being questioned sets in. People think they can ask gay people anything, fumes Young. Things in the science community change so fast. Moving on, Jake, Mikey Day, is back home for the holidays and begins thinking about Keith, Driver, an old friend from childhood. Keith is open to reconnecting, then the weird texts about the bar they are going to. Seems he is a full-blown psycho now, complete with a Netflix documentary about his crimes. Pretty good. Classic Mikey Day performance here, increasingly alarmed. Then, beep beep! Andrew Dismukes and Driver square off over the placement of food on the holiday table. Since Driver is the host, he thinks he has the right of way. Lots of holiday cliches and rules are evoked as neither one of them backs down. A face-off to the death is proposed. After that, holiday squeal deal time with a couple of infomercial hosts, Day and Gardner. The Delaney Chocolate Santa is introduced by Dean, Driver, and it looks exactly like a giant penis. Yeah, it's that kind of sketch, grown humor. That may be up your alley, so if that appeals to you, feel free to check it out. Think of this as a visual southern version of Sweaty Balls. Day considers how to take a bite of it without becoming a meme after a pervy Kenan calls in and requests he taste it on air. Following this, Olivia Rodrigo performs Vampire. This pop rock jam is the lead single from Rodrigo's latest album, Guts, which just received 6 Grammy nominations. Colin Jost and Michael Che kick things off with news on the latest Hunter Biden indictment Other topics include Eric Adams, Jeffrey Epstein's jet, and Shohei Ohtani's signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Rocky Day, Alaska Airlines, flat asses. The rate of depression among American men is at an all-time high. Marcelo Hernandez comes on to comment. He grew up in a household with 4 women and knows they support one another in a way men do not.
I grew up with only women in my house, okay? It was me, my mom, and my sister. And then in high school, my mom's best friend and her daughter moved in.
It's a stretch, but a nice way to incorporate his stand-up, personally speaking. The performance. Still, looking for the perfect holiday present to surprise your loved ones? Have you considered a step-by-step reenactment of a beloved Julia Stiles dance number? Because Chloe Fineman certainly has. During the December 9th episode of Saturday Night Live, Stiles stopped by the Weekend Update desk with a very special gift guide suggestion. I only have one sexy gift idea, and I kind of have to demonstrate it, Fineman said to the mild distress of news host Colin Jost at the beginning of the sketch. The sexiest gift you can give your partner is to try something new in the bedroom. While Jost watched with concern for his viewing audience, his co-host Michael Che whipped out a bucket of popcorn just in time for Fineman to showcase her mad dance skills. The perfect holiday gift this year is the dance that Julia Stiles does at the end of the 2001 movie Save the Last Dance, she announced, before demanding "hit it" and breaking into dance. Black leotard, sweatpants and all, Fineman then recreated the hip-hop-influenced ballet number at the finale of the film. She also joined forces with Chi to offer Jost some much-needed context from the movie, which also stars Sean Patrick Thomas, summing up its plot, in which a Midwestern dancer, Sarah Stiles, moves to the south side of Chicago, where she adds hip-hop to her dance repertoire just in time for her second shot at a Juilliard audition. By the time they finish the synopsis, Jost is invested enough to ask whether or not Sarah aced her final audition. And who better to answer the question than Julia Stiles herself? Yes, Stiles shouts, jumping into the frame with an outfit to match Fineman's. Sarah did get into Juilliard.
Yes!
Naturally, this called for Stiles and Fineman to sync up and demonstrate the rest of Sarah's Juilliard-worthy performance from their respective chairs. In the end, the street ballet routine once again earned approval. I can't say this on the record yet, but welcome to Juilliard, Jost announced at the end of the sketch. Stiles is taking big strides down memory lane this week. On Wednesday, she paid homage to another of her beloved films while speaking at the Mashup Americans Book Festival in New York City. A touching clip shared on Instagram showed her reenacting the scene in which she recites the love poem that her character Kat Stratford writes for Heath Ledger's Patrick Verona in the teen comedy 10 Things I Hate About You. Stiles even got emotional saying the line that famously brought Kat to tears. But mostly, I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close, not even a little bit, not even at all. But the episode didn't end there. After the act, Sarah Sherman apologizes for bringing her 11-month-old on a plane. The other passengers are not just put out, but disturbed. She was pregnant with him for 2 whole years. That's why he looks like a grown man. It doesn't help that Driver channels Stewie from Family Guy. Half the jokes are seeing Driver provide funny commentary on being a baby, and the other half is on how grotesque he is. Pretty good, even if it's a bit of a crutch. Payoff works too. Then, Olivia Rodrigo performs All-American Bitch, and we simply had some true pop-punk cosplay. This is the opening track of Guts. Here, we have an Alice in Wonderland kind of setup, with Rodrigo withering on a fancy dinner display, licking berry juice off her arms. Previously, she made her musical guest debut on the penultimate episode of Season 46, which was hosted by Keegan-Michael Key, performing her songs Driver's License and Good For You. After that, a skit called Elder PSA unfolds, which shows that how thousands of seniors fall victim to obnoxious TikTok pranks every day. They give testimony, and we see their pain and annoyance, with cutaways to the pranks themselves. Driver is funny as a cranky decorated veteran, especially considering he is a former military man himself. "I don't deserve being dunked on by children at Walmart," he says. I'm trying to buy a picture frame for my wife. Poor James Austin Johnson wets himself because Marcello Hernandez challenges him to name a woman. Meanwhile, elderly Molly Kearney is setting a dinner plate for Jesus' return. Sad. Another infomercial sketch. Ego Nwadim and Marcello Hernandez can be seen selling unusable silly bags. Now available in medium. Think, the small cell phone sketch. Former Disney Channel star Olivia Rodrigo also pops up. Her bag is small enough to only contain secrets. Isn't that hilarious? Kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. To stay updated on future uploads, be sure to click the notification bell. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family. Share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section. Looking forward to catching you again in the next video.